Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on information sources for entrepreneurs, available to the Polytechnique Montréal community. As a librarian at the Polytechnique Montréal Library, I would like to show you our website. We will discover the entrepreneurship resources that are recommended there. Let's go to the library website. Before we explore the resources, it should be noted that to access the vast majority of our off-campus electronic resources, you must have your browser configured for the library Proxy Server. You'll find all the information and installation instructions under Services and Off-Campus Access. Here, you'll find PDFs and video tutorials explaining how to configure the proxy for your browser of choice. Many of the library resources are expensive subscriptions and therefore only available to the Polytechnique community. After this one-time procedure, you'll be able to access the different electronic resources of the library with your browser. Now, let's explore our guides, which recommend the information sources according to different themes. Let's go to Guides and Tutorials, and then Guides by Subject. A few guides will be interesting to you. Let's start with Industrial Engineering. This guide has a lot of interesting resources, especially the tab Products, Design and Production. Could be very useful. And there's also the tab Project Management. That could be useful. The main guide we're going to check out today is the Entrepreneurship Guide, which you can find under Science and Engineering. Now, in this guide, you'll find a lot of different information. First of all, you have all the resources that are available to you at Polytechnique. Second, you have some different reference documentation, including dictionaries, encyclopedias, and other types of reference documentation. You'll find resources both in English, in French, in electronic and print format. There's also a special tab for books, and also a different tab for useful websites. Here, one website to note is the HEC Montréal Library Guide on Entrepreneurship. Did you know that you can visit the HEC Library and get access to some unique business databases there? Then the next tab is Journal and Conference Articles. Here you'll find a list of databases that are useful for entrepreneurship. The one that we suggest is ProQuest One Business, and this is also the second video tutorial in this series that is on this database. You also have information on how to build a business plan, and also the tab on market research and statistics. In this tab, there's a lot of different information, including statistical data. In this tab, you'll find CHAS. CHAS is a very important resource for statistical data from the Canadian Census. The tool has a wide variety of variables and therefore a lot of information about the Canadian population at a very fine geographic level. There is a tutorial in French only on this resource. If you need help with the tool, please contact Elisanne Basque, librarian at Polytechnique. There's another guide that could be useful to you, which is on geospatial data. Let's click on it to find out a little bit more. In the Geospatial Data Guide, you'll find information on Geoindex. Geoindex is a tool to find all kinds of geospatial data to which we have access thanks to an agreement between the Ministère de l'Énergie et des Ressources Naturelles and the Bureau de Coopération Interuniversitaire du Québec. There is a tutorial in French only on this resource. There is also data from the company DMTI, including the product Enhanced Points of Interest, which highlights places of interest such as businesses, hospitals, schools, and more. This product is often used and also found very useful, although the information is not always up to date, so it's best to use it with a bit of caution. If you need any help with Geoindex or geospatial data, you should contact the librarian Jimmy Roberge, who is a specialist at Polytechnique. Moreover, as a Quebec citizen, you have access to the Bibliothèque et Archives nationales du Québec's resources, including the Carrefour Affaires, which is an amazing resource worth your while. Beyancue offers research assistance and documentary guides on various topics related to entrepreneurship. Unfortunately, the website is in French only. Next, we have the tab Intellectual Property and Patents. Patents are an essential document type for any entrepreneur. This page provides several resources about patents, but we also have an entire library guide devoted to this topic. Let's click on this guide. This guide includes patent databases. It also includes information on patent classification. There's the page Anatomy of a Patent, which means how a patent is structured and the type of information found in it, in addition to a page on the patenting process. Now let's get back to the home page of the Entrepreneurship Guide. You can see that the specialist librarian for this guide is Jimmy Roberge. Need help finding information in entrepreneurship? Please contact Jimmy Roberge at jimmy.roberge@polymtl.ca, or at any time the library reference desk is also available to answer your questions or direct your questions to the person who can answer them. Thank you for listening to this video tutorial and happy searching.